Well, this show is called Neon Joe the Werewolf Hunter, and what's pretty great about it is the title really tells you a lot. It's about a guy who wears neon. His name's Joe, and he hunts werewolves. And that
Pretty much does it.
Our following here are huge fans of obviously Eastbound and Down and your character on that show. I would love it if you could, as Steve from that show, just tell me about maybe an experience that you and Kenny had with Yager.
Oh man, honestly, what happened is I used to do Stevie from that show a lot, and HBO put a cease and desist order on me if I did it again.
Really?
Yeah,
No, that can't be true.
It's totally true. They said you cannot do it again, and then we got in a big fight, and lawyers. It's totally true.
I do not believe that for a second, Stevie. Let's talk more about Neon Joe Werewolf Hunter. I can't say werewolf. Werewolf Hunter.
TH in there. First of all, my nickname wasn't T-Bone.
No?
Go ahead. No, I don't have nicknames.
Aw.
Cirbus. A lot of people call him Cirbus.
Cirbus. This is my last name. Cirbus.
What's
Or sometimes we call him Steve Circus because when he came to set, you never know what you were going to get. It was just like a circus.
Are you guys Game of Thrones fans?
Yeah.
No, I never saw an episode.
All right, Steve, I'll stick with you on this one. Jon Snow really dead?
Yeah, I don't think so, no.
If Donald Trump were a part of a Game of Thrones family, which one would it be?
Okay, remember when that guy opened the vault and there was nothing in the vault with Daenerys Targaryen?
Yeah.
Maybe he would be that guy. Remember?
Yeah.
He said he was a billionaire or whatever, and then there was nothing.
No, I do remember. That's good. I like that. That's a good answer, actually.
That's pretty good. Is that you?
Yeah. Scott Yager here with the one and only John Glaser, who is everywhere and has decided to glaze us with his presence.
Nice.
Good to talk to you, brother.
Oh, nicely done.
Yeah. So this footage is going to be terribly shaky because Billy Shupe, my camera guy, is a huge fan of you. He said, dude, we got to get one of those Neon Joe comics. We got to get one of those Neon Joe. I'm like, how do you even know about that? So he's holding one right here. Talk about the show and the comic.
The comic is kick-ass, and I'll talk about the show first, and then if we have time, get to the comic. The comic is a promotional thing for the show. It's stunning. I think they're going to do a giveaway in stores near the premiere, so you can look for those at comic book stores. But the show is about a guy that hunts werewolves, and
Everyday guy.
Yeah, he wears neon clothes, and that's his job. And it basically came from a joke. It's kind of one of my favorite parts about the show is that I made a joke on Jimmy Fallon several years ago when I was promoting the series finale of Delocated, and I just wanted to amuse myself and do something stupid in the segment. And so I paired two pieces of clothing that I own for comedy shows, for bits that I'll do on stage. One being a neon yellow hoodie with a knit hat, like from American Apparel, another a pair of Coors Light sweatpants. And again, just randomly put them together and went on Fallon and said, I'm really sad that Delocated's coming to a close, but I'm excited about my new project. It's called Neon Joe Werewolf Hunter. I'm dressed as the character right now. That's really all we have at the moment, but we're excited to figure out what it is. And that was 100% fake.
And you sold it based on that?
Yeah, and Adult Swim said, I know that was a joke, but it sounds funny. I'd watch, could that be a show? And they said, write a pilot, and now here we are.
Kids at home, forget college. That's how the film and television industry works. You wear something one day, you say, this is all I have so far, and you get a deal. Now, you've been everywhere these days. Girls, Parks and Rec, that is so my jam. See what I did there? I did. Tell me, these last few years, what's it like being recognized probably everywhere between something that you're doing, between the Werewolf Hunter, between the girls, and between the Parks and Rec? I mean, you're a household name now, John.
I don't know if I'd go that far. It happens every now and then. It's
basement name, John.
Sure, basement name is fine. Whatever, it's nice. I don't mind it. I'm glad it's not a lot.
What did you learn from your experience doing Delocated about Adult Swim and working with those guys? What's the partnership like? I mean, I got to think getting a call that's saying, hey, we saw you on Fallon, we like that idea, we're giving you a show. You guys have a good thing going on. What are those guys like?
Yeah, that sort of kind of sums it up. They're awesome to work for. You get to do weird, stupid stuff. You get to go. I mean, I'm sure if I had not done a show with them before, I couldn't have made a joke on a talk show and they would have said, go write that. But the fact that they did just speaks volumes, and it's great to get to make a stupid joke like that and then get to make a stupid TV show based on that. So it's cool, and it's great working with them.
Sounds like, your everyday run-of-the-mill TV show, Werewolf, Neon, am I right?
Right, Werewolf, Neon, town of B&Bs.
How'd you guys get the call to work on the show? Who was it who called you?
John Glaser called me, I think with John Lee and Vernon Chapman, who directed the show, and said, we have this idea for you. I was doing the Heart She Holler for Adult Swim with Vernon and John Lee, and they said, Glaser's been working on something new, and we all want you to be in it. So it was an invite, which was nice.
I had to audition.
Oh!
I did. I auditioned for the Johns, John Lee and John Glaser, and I was wearing, at the time, although I hadn't really planned it, and I really mean this, a T-shirt that had a werewolf on it, and I guess I was a natural for the part.
Now, I want to, as actors, both of y'all, ask you a question. Are you good at auditioning?
Terrible.
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 I'm not good with lines a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm like buried in the lines like in my head.
Because you're so used to improv?
I guess. Or I was never taught well enough. I'm not sure.
Not like being a part of the big. I mean, you guys won the Oscar.
That was an amazing night.
You did?
Yeah, best animated feature.
Yeah, that's great. Congratulations.
That's like a big deal.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
The animators themselves vote on that one.
We were not invited to the Oscars. The six of us who played the six, and the directors were nice enough to give us their plus ones. So the directors and the producer were all down on the main floor, ready to walk up there in case, and the rest of us, me and Ryan and Jamie Chung and Genesis Rodriguez and T.J. Miller and Damon Wayans Jr., we were all up in the back row, up against the wall of the Oscars, and they announced, we really thought it would be that excellent movie, How to Train Your Dragon 2. We were just convinced that they would win. And they said our name, and we leapt up, and the six of us were cheering well beyond the polite applause. And so our directors got up there and had to reference us because we were making so much noise. They couldn't speak. Yes. And they actually cut to us in the back row like idiots doing this.
If you're going to be at the Oscars and win one, you should be doing that.
Yeah, we missed the rest of the Oscars.
What was your favorite part about doing this project with John and with everybody, the Werewolf Hunter? What are you going to take onto your next gig that you learned from the werewolf hunting experience?
I just enjoyed the project so much. It was so wacky and so different from everything else I've worked on. And it was a focused environment, but relaxed and fun. It was great.
Having gotten this because you wore a werewolf T-shirt, if you say go out for a job as a scientist, are you going to maybe like be putting a beaker in your purse like as the audition stars or
I'm
something?
buy a bunch of T-shirts with different jobs on them and then just pull that out for whatever is called for.
I only audition naked.